PayPal, please subscribe. My guest today is Stephen Lecce. He is a Minister of Education and has been for a number of years in Ontario. And the schools are in, teachers are teaching. I want to discuss with you something that a number of parents, I have a lot of grandchildren, and parents are talking about the fact that they aren't taught a lot of things in school that they should be taught, like reading, writing, and arithmetic. Now you've set out, is it a policy or a directive?
It is a directive underpinned by law, statute. We passed legislation that gives the Minister of Education of the day the power to set binding academic achievement priorities in the imposition of metrics to measure success, and even tying in the performance appraisals of directors to ensure real accountability when it comes to academics. We've seen regression in fundamental skills,
yes.
And the government is setting an unambiguous, clear signal of prioritization on academic achievement, lifting standards, ambitions, and outcomes associated with, yes, reading, writing, and math, and other STEM disciplines, to be clear. Those are the fundamental skills that matter, and we've seen a great desire from parents to see that reflected in the curriculum. And so for the first time in the history of Ontario, this September, Stephen, we're actually teaching kids cursive writing, phonics. We've gone with those time-tested strategies that have worked for generations that should not have been removed from the curriculum that, respectively, the former Liberal government took out, that we are now reinserting based on the evidence that they work.
Well, I mean, everybody knows it works, except for some either school boards or previous ministers in your position.
Right.
I know I had a discussion with one who said, well, you no longer have to learn how to sign your name, Steve, and make me feel like 100 years old. And I said, yeah, well, you should learn how to sign your name.
Right.
But I mean, was there kickback on that, Minister, from either the school boards or from the unions?
Look, I think I will say parents are overwhelmingly supportive of this, and that's the audience that I listen to. I mean, the center of Ontario's publicly funded education system, I believe, should be around the parent and the child. That is the fundamental impetus for all decisions, for all that we do, all that we fight for. It is for that audience. Now, having said that, yes, as is often the case in education, change brings a great deal of aversion. If one has a lesson plan that they've been using for many years, they've got to now reinvent themselves. They've got to do professional development.
Or some teachers, I'm sure, had to learn arithmetic again.
Or some of them had to themselves learn. Bottom line is, I get it, change can be difficult, but it is necessary, and we will not apologize for making necessary transformation to modernize curricula. I mean, look, in math, you're talking about cursive writing. Let's talk about a futuristic skill like coding. We weren't doing the past or the future in Ontario. We were avoiding all those things. We now teach kids how to code from grade 1. In grade 1, children will now learn in a very basic, age-appropriate way the fundamentals of computational skills. We then in grade 2 have them build a robot, hands-on learning. They then program the robot to move. Like, it's designed to be fun and engaging and cool so that kids smile and actually want to learn.
I want to go back and have some of those classes, but I'm too old. Can I go back?
You could actually.
Thank you very much.
Certainly could.
Lawyers don't apply. 3 minutes. Liberties and freedom of speech are under attack in Canada like never before. So let's keep this discussion on the air. PayPal, write a check, and please include your address so I can write a thank you letter to you. And ask your friends, please subscribe. It's important to keep this on the air. And thank you.